What's going on, everyone? Vampyr Gaming here, and today we're taking a look at my initial, kind of like the alpha build, if you want to talk like that, of Shanks for post-structure decks. For those unfamiliar with ST23, we get the addition of a super rare Uta, which is essentially a 2-cost 4K blocker when you have this guy, which is essentially a 6K 10,000 when your opponent has an 8K body, and you get Benjamin Beckman, who lets you trash one card and you can KO 4 cost, or a 4,000 power, sorry. But it has to be base. And then this Luffy is like a worse stage, and then Yasop is just a Nami that you can search. So, yeah, not too much added here. Typical red boost. I've already play tested it a bit, but we'll talk about like overall goal of the deck. So this deck is a bit more aggressive than we've seen previously with Shanks, with just the whole goal, because we're not playing Rayleigh, we're not playing this, we're not playing that, we're just playing Go Face. We're playing beat the brakes off of you, Shanks. And it's kind of reminiscent of like what we had played before, but now of course we get the kind of, so we do that, but then we get just a little bit more tankier at the end. And so like one thing that's really super worth mentioning though is this card is the same as 2 of these. So if you can establish 2 of these, it's worth more than this, because this will just be forever, whereas this is just temporary. But the goal really is to establish one of these and then start playing these, because then you really feel the difference and you're going to really get that boost. You're really going to feel that gap that you create, because it's essentially going to set like a 3K difference, which is the same thing as playing 3 of these. And your goal is to kind of chain these. Your goal is to build up, play in the curve, play big bodies, and then you start playing this. You play this, and then you play this. So you kind of stay healthy, and then you play this, then you play this, and you just play super... You guys go down to like 1, and you just play super protective, and your goal is to chain these. And what's cool about him, because he only costs 6 against most matchups. He's okay against green-purple, because he can make you a 7, but he's not great, because you're never going to get to play him for cheap. But you can play Uta, search this in mini matchups, and then play him again. So Uta kind of has a little bit more value than she's had previously, specifically in a build like this. And then we play Dragon. Like, again, we just want to kind of like smack face. And so we're playing the Rush Luffy, we're playing Sanji, and we're playing Dragon. So it's reminiscent of like when we had to play against Blackbeard and the Blackbeard format. So then we were just playing like all of these, and we're playing 2 of the Shanks. The Shanks, again, like you could play 3. You could go 3 and 3 if you really wanted to. I think that's also fine. This card's really good against blue-purple. And you get to, again, you get to play this, then you get to chain these, and you're chaining these for cheap, and you can play a blocker. And like, so the cool thing is too, once you've established this Uta's a 2K blocker, or a 2-cost blocker. She does have 2K as well. And you have Rayleigh, so once you can no longer chain these, you can play Rayleigh, establish a 5-cost blocker, which is really good. He can swing, but then you also get that value play, and I think the value play is going to go just a little bit farther here when you have decks like Blue-Purple Luffy, and you have decks like Green-Purple Luffy, and you just want to keep these cards in hand, so he replaces himself, so it's worth playing even if they have Usopp. So essentially, or Usohachi. So essentially, when you play this and then they play Usohachi, since he replaced himself, you don't really lose any counter out of hand, and they just pay 3 Dawn. So it just forces your opponent to pay 3 Dawn at its core. So for things like that, with the rise of all these purple decks, this card I think is a really A1 blocker. And if you just play 2 of these, you're like big up unless they play Hody. But again, like, you force them to have it, and then at the same time you get to replace it, so you're not losing the card value. A lot of times when you play these, and you can even go up in card value, so like it are like total counter power, which creates a huge incentive to play this. Beckman, we still play the standard like engine, so we're playing Beckman, we're playing Hongo. Hongo, you of course can partner with Beckman to remove bodies. Same thing here, like Lime Juice. Lime Juice just gets rid of those little chump blockers. Sometimes like Black Purple Luffy and Teach, you can potentially put something here to use this. Teach less so, but Black Purple Luffy, Bonnie, things like that. Lucky Roo, best 4-drop. Best red blocker, arguably, helps you play control. So you can play control a little bit with the Beckman and the Lucky Roo, removing bodies. And then, of course, We want to play it and just establish and keep our own giant threats. And then late game, of course, we want to delay the game, spam these 9-drop Shanks, that way we can kind of keep going on. And then protect our board and just hit their face a lot. And so ideally you have like Luffy, Dragon, Shanks in this going sideways. And you just keep like Dragon, Shanks in this. And then so we kind of play these events. So we'll talk about this later after a couple games. At the end of this video, you'll see some gameplay, me talking through the plays and just like overall deck approach. And we will talk about changes, I think, after a few games of what I think, like, you know, the direction of this deck goes, what's good, what's bad. Spoilers, I don't think this card is it. Like, in theory, it's cool, but it is, and it's an unsearchable 2K. I'm not playing Otama, and so, like, that makes Beckman just a little bit weaker. We're not playing Rayleigh. I think Rayleigh might have a space in the deck as well, but we, again, like, you know, we kind of want to go here. You can play this, and then you can leave up a Radical Beam, so you have Blocker, Radical Beam, and 7K Leader, which makes it very hard to beat you. And we play Bad Manners because the deck does have its fair share of bricks, Luffy, Dragon, Shanks. And then again, if we put them at 0, you know, you can just play Roger. I think there's almost the argument to play 2 Roger just because, like, we're just going face. And then if they block her up, we can just play this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What other decks should we try? I'm having a video with Atakai for PRB Luffy. He's locked in. We'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about a couple of the others. Buggy is a big deck that I want to play. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay. Alright, so we're trying out the new Shanks deck. They're going second. This I just don't think gets us there. Maybe I'm incorrect and this is correct, but I want to try the new strategy that we're aiming for. So we're going to go ahead, start off. We don't have a 3, but we've got our 9, or we can search the not lime juice. So we're going to go ahead and search this. So now we've got this going, and we'll go ahead and pass. They're going to become a 7K leader, which will be slightly problematic. Okay, draw. Okay, so we have this. So that's sick. That's pretty ideal. We don't have any removal. I think this time we're just going to go 5-5. They probably take one, but then we get a card. Oh, wow. They're just cracked. Okay. This kind of gives him an attack target as well, because we're swinging with the Uta. But this way we kind of, so essentially they just lost 2 cards, which is kind of cool. And they gave us a 2K. And Zoro, they're going to ramp. If they ramp up enough, we can drop this early. Because we're going to go to 5, and we're going to hit them, I think, 6-6. Because they gave us a 2K. Maybe there's the value in 5-7. We're going to take this. There's that Sanji we wanted. Okay, we have another Luffy, so worst case we can play a Luffy. But they are going to 8, so it's quite possible to play a big body. And if so, we get to play this a turn early. Alright. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we'll do this. We're going to do a 6-6. We want their counter out. Okay, boom. Their 2Ks are good cards too. So he's like kind of low resource wise, and then we're going to try to go super aggro is like our hope. And if they play anything big, we get to play this for cheap. So, and then we can play this as well. We're only going to 7 though, so we can only play. Okay, they don't play it. That's cool. But now they have 7K leader. You have 6 here. I'll just leader ability. Yeah, we'll just leader ability. We need him to go all in, and I'd probably save it, truthfully. Yeah, I'll probably just give him 2 2s. Lime juice might be relevant. Did I just give him the Uta? I don't know. We'll do that. An answer to this would be great. Sadly, we don't have one. I'm going to start off with a 5 poke here. I might just play 2 Sanjis for the sake of the aggression. See how he feels about this. This is a cheaper leader, so we're gonna poke here. Yeah, okay. You just give that up. Let's see what attacking. 7,000 power. I feel like I should just play a ton of these. Yeah. Yeah, maybe play one of these. Let's swing 8. I'll do an 8. I'm okay with an 8. Yeah, we're eating those 2Ks, which is what we like to see. It seems like he has a lot of them, but the less he has, the better. So now we have these, and next turn, we'll see what he plays here. Okay, 6. So we can play this for cheap, and then also play this. But then we have no counter. 6 at 7. He's gonna go 8 at my face, or he just goes 8 here. There's no reason for me to save this. We're not going to use this. Yeah, because he's just gonna go 9, and he's gonna go 9 to my face, and then he's gonna go here to my face, and I'll just take him. I could hit him for 3 7s though, so that is a possibility. He's gonna go 8. Oh, he's gonna leave up a giant. Interesting. Okay, we found another one, so that's cool. And go 10. We'll take that too. Okay, well we have like no counter, so that's sick. I don't have a way to answer this, which might present problematic down the line. Okay, and then we can do a bunch of pokes. So I can go... seven here. And then if he gets rid of the Sanjis, I mean, I get just an insane amount of value off of them. Then we go... I could potentially go for this as well. I can play this for 2, right? Do I need to play this? They can go 5, 5, so they have 10, 7, 7, plus potentially like 10 Don. So 7, 7, so 24, 34. Each attack is about 11. I'm at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I should be able to get out of one and be fine. So I think I can be incredibly greedy this turn. If I could just make this, if I could just answer this, we are in there. Or he has to give me a ton of cards to be a 7. And then he has to go for these. And then I'm going to get more value there. And then I get to play this. Oh, he's gianting. Huge. Okay. Wait. Oh, and we got it. We're so up. I think we had to take that tempo there. Okay, he had another one. Okay. That's fine, though. So now next turn we can play this and a Lucky Roo. Or this. But I think this and Lucky Roo saves me on counter. You know, 10 at me. And he goes 11. I think I have enough to potentially lethal him. He has to go 10-10. I'll take it. That's so good. Yeah, he's going to go 10. I almost just want to take it. If he plays a Usohachi, I kind of die, though. But if I give him this, I give him my blocker, and this is, like, my best play. I think just playing this, leaving one up might be the best path. I think I might die, though. Because I would have to get out of every attack. I'm a 7, though. Get out of 1, 2. I might just die. I'll take it. Oh, Rayleigh's huge here. Rayleigh is big. Rayleigh Lucky Roo. Do I just play Rayleigh? Rayleigh, all this counter. Play this. Play the 1. I want to poke at his life. I want to poke at him. I want to clean up his board a little bit too. I wish I had more counter earlier. This will give me some cycle though, which would be incredibly good. If I do this, do some pokes. Do some pokes. 5, 6. So I have 4 down to work with. 1, 2, here, block, radical beam. But if I play this, I mean, it's like 2k counter for every attack. I play this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. So I have 5 and 4. So I can get out of 11. So he essentially goes 5, 5, right? 10, 10, 13. I think if I play this, leave 1 up, I'm okay. But I don't get to do the swings I want. See if he giants. Okay, he takes it. I think I'm a little bit more comfortable here. This card's pretty good. Not having an answer to this was mildly problematic. Yeah, I think we play this. Oh, I have 4. I can do another poke. I have him with 7. Okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I attach 1 here, swing another 7. Yeah, okay. I will attach 1 here. 7. I can play the Uta. Oh yeah, we got the Usohachi. Come on, show me you don't have another one. Show me you don't have another one. Because this giving him the Dawn back and that extra power would be crazy. Don't have another Usohachi. Okay, okay. He's just gonna super blocker. Can I top deck the goo? Oh, he took away my Dawn. Oh, he took away one of my Dawn. Oh no. I'm dead. I didn't know this card was a thing. Nine. Then I have to block and try to win. Yeah, I mean, I just have to try to win. What if how do I goat him into, if he goes 12, I go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, well, I will die. Alright, so let's go, no block. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, yeah. And he's gonna go 11, and then I'll give him the blocker. Okie dokie. That's crazy. Another one? This is like the goal, though. Alright, so I can go 7. He gives me a card. I can go 11. I can go 7. 10. 10. So he's got essentially 3 ways to stop me, assuming one is Gum Gum. So let's poke a 7. We're going to just start off with a 7. Even though every attack matters, I think we start off with a 7. And he's going to have to give us a card. I don't want to give too much. Okay, so he has a card. So I don't want to give too much value here. But once he giants every single attack, so he can stop 3. I have to hit him 5. Okay, actually, I think I just lose. Maybe not. Maybe I need to use this too. So I need 1, 2, and I need 5. Okay. Well, if he has giant, he can't if I go a 7 here. Yeah. Okay, so maybe he just doesn't have giant. So now do I go 7 here? I need every single attack to hit. I can play this for 5. I have 3 left. So I go 7, 8, 10, 10. And if this last card is counter, I just die. Or if he draws a 2K, I just die. Interesting. Maybe I should have swung differently. Maybe I respected giant too much. Or I can just go 9. If I go 9, he has to block. Then I go 12, 12. I think it's 9, 12, 12. Well, no, 3 attacks is enough. 1, 2. I have to do this. Are we in there? Or you just bait me? Did you see a pro? 2-1 case? No, he did have the giant. He did have the giant. It's just too good. How much? Yeah. Yeah, no, we just lose. We just lose. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We need something. Okay, so now we're playing against post starter deck teach. We're going first. So we're just going to keep this just because of the 2 dragons. We're going to keep this. This is incredibly good against Blackbeard. A Sanji would be huge. Again, this is post structure, so we'll see. This is a pretty strong start. Who's on? Oh, we're so up. Look at that. Look at that. No Benjamin Beckelman, but this just might be enough to get us there. We'll see. We'll see. We're really just trying to test the strength in the new structure deck format, so I hope you all, I'll try to provide as much insight as possible. We're all kind of figuring this out together. He's going to play the Burgess early, which is crazy. So we'll start off with a 6, just to ensure the continuity. Now we're going to go ahead and play here. Swing 6. We're going to attach 1 here. Takes it again. Does he just not have counter? The Kuzan has counter, right? Okay. Took a ton of cards. Didn't expect that. Now we just want to really protect our board. And Burgess isn't going to get that much stronger. So, okay, he's going to go ahead. KO my Sanji. No. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and minus this. And we're going to protect here. We're going to keep the 1 guy. And we're going to keep this too. 6. What's he going to play? He's going to play the Kuzan. I really want to keep this. I really do. We don't have a play though, so drawing a card could be impactful. Because he's just going to play the Kuzan, and then he's got his Burgess, which sucks. So he's going to play Kuzan, he's going to play leader ability, he's going to have 2 Burgesses, which I don't like. So I could just swing a 5 and leave these. This could be everything. But I just don't have... If I had a 7 play, I'd feel a lot better. But that makes me want this body even more. I'm gonna give it up. Dang. Wasn't the right call. Wrong call. Unfortunate. Okay, it does play it rested, so we've got that going for us. Need black holes. He's at 6. I'm gonna go 7. Because he'll have 7k Burgesses. Let's see how he feels about 7. Because if he plays one of these, I'd like to I'm tempted to go after him. But maybe I just leave them. And I just hit him for 777s. Okay, now he loads it up. Yeah, now Burger's really strong. Now I have the unique opportunity. Because I can put him at 1. But even then, he gave me cards. I could go 6. Give me a 2 and a 1. We don't have a lot of 2Ks. I just go 6. Could poke 5, go 8. Force another card out of his hand. Dragon won't get his on play. Either way, I think it's the same. He doesn't have the Kuzan in there, so like that's a plus. I think we just do this, yeah. If we had the if we had kept the Sanji, didn't know we were gonna top deck like a goat. Now we have the opportunity to just not even attack, which is also interesting. Leaving him with this Kuzan, not giving him a Burgess. He goes to 8. No. I'll give you your Burgess. I could have swung 6. I probably should have swung 6. I probably should have swung 6, because then I could have left up the Radical Beam, making these incredibly sticky. Because if he's going to block, he's going to block, and I just gave him more incentive. So that was incorrect. That was the incorrect play. 1,000,000,000% incorrect play. So that one falls on me. I will take ownership of that. Because it was infinitely incorrect. And I could lose because of it. When they have the blocker, okay. Somehow he has... Oh, because the new era. Yeah, so see, like... I get punished. If I go... I could have also just went 5. Now he has these. I'm going to take this... I'm not super worried about late game. I'm worried about protecting these, so I'm going to take the first hit. Because I want to protect these. We're going to go ahead. Leader, minus, and then I'm going to give him the Uta, because I don't care about Uta. I want the lime juice in case he plays the one guy. He's going to go here. Give him 2 on a 1. Play another Kuzan. He's going to play 2 more blockers. He's going to take that off. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. We're going to go ahead, play this. And then we're just going to swing out. So it feels about a 6. Oh, yeah, that's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Yep. That's fine. I could have went a 6, truthfully. He's going to freeze the dragon. He's gonna turn these at this guy, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he just had to not draw 2K and I win, right? Yeah, I'll take no trigger. Because he has to black hole this turn, otherwise I just win. I'll take, yeah. Yeah, so we just win. Oh, wait. He grabs the Van Augur. Okay, so we just win. Yep. Cool. Say less. Say less. Alright, so that's Blackbeard, and that is Black Purple Luffy. Overall thoughts, want a little bit more removal. We aren't playing Otama. Maybe there's the argument to replace this with Otama. I think this is possible. Just so that way we have initial thoughts, that with Otama. Maybe the Hongo with Otama, but we want searchable 2Ks. So it's either Uta or, like, Utas are non-searchable. We weren't playing Otama. We can add an Otama to answer the blue-purple. So we can, like, use this. Maybe there's the building snake argument. I know Noel's build had something like that. Radical Beam hasn't seemed super important, but I think this is more of like a green-purple Luffy play, which we haven't tried against. But there's also the argument, you know, you can make this Divine Departure, and then you get that removal aspect in that as well. So we can add removal just by making this small switch. And when you're 7 going to 10, like, you know, and then you use leader ability, you get 11. It's kind of like a Radical Beam. So just initial thoughts. Maybe the build is something like this. Rayleigh still hasn't come up. Luffy has been huge. Sanji has been huge. So I really like these. You could potentially replace this with, like, Marco if you really wanted to. Marco or even, maybe even, like, Rayleigh with Marco. This is, like, a value play late turn. Once you spammed a bunch of these, you can, like, D up with this. Because you can only... The cool thing about the Uta is the other Uta. Cool thing about this Uta is you can play this, search this, and still play a blocker. I do think that Chopper might have a place in this. This card could be incredibly powerful in combination with this. So maybe there's room for this. I think there's something there. But, like, overall, I think maybe even, you know, you could possibly cut this down 1, cut this down 1, put in, like, 2 Marco, cut out something, put in, like, a Building Snake. Building Snake could be... Building Snake is I've really liked a lot since playing, like, the new version of Shanks. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot.